Hey everybody, it's Jaime from No Getting Off This Train. In today's video, I am showing you 4 easy sheet pan meals that don't take up a whole lot of time. This first recipe is for sheet pan pizza. Mine is super simple, but you can add any of your favorite toppings. First, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Open a can of pizza dough and lay it flat on a baking sheet. Add a few spoonfuls of pizza sauce and about a cup and a half of shredded mozzarella. Then add any of your favorite toppings. We went the simple route this time and just had pepperoni, leaving one corner just plain cheese for Allison. You could also add mushrooms, olives, peppers. I found though that the more toppings I add, the longer it takes to bake. And also, if you like homemade pizza dough, feel free to use that instead. You may just need to adjust the cooking time. So bake this for 10 to 12 minutes until the crust is fully baked and the cheese is bubbly. I cut mine into strips using a pizza cutter and they ended up being cute and fun to eat. You can serve this with a side salad or any of your favorite vegetables. And if you have leftovers, you can reheat this in a toaster oven or a regular oven. This next recipe is for sheet pan gnocchi, which I've never thought about roasting before, but you need to try it. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees and slice up a package of chicken sausages. This kind was a Monterey Jack style, but I've also used chicken apple sausages and they've turned out good too. Next, dump a package of gnocchi onto the sheet pan along with the chicken sausages. Then add any of your favorite vegetables. I used a bag of frozen green beans and these actually roast really well. I sprinkled adobo seasoning over top and cooked this for almost 30 minutes. I took it out about halfway through and gave everything a good stir. Now roasting gnocchi gives it a nice crispy outside and a more tender inside, and honestly, I'm not sure I'll eat gnocchi any other way again. This next recipe is sheet pan Italian chicken, which uses a combination of pre-washed and pre-cut vegetables to shorten the prep time. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees and in a Ziploc bag, add 2 pounds of chicken breasts and pour some balsamic vinegar and a part of a packet of Italian dressing mix inside. Mix it all together and let it sit for a few minutes or keep it in the fridge for a few hours. Add the chicken to a sheet pan and bake for about 15 minutes. Mine was partially frozen and the chicken was thick, so you may need to adjust the cooking time. Next, add a bag of baby gold potatoes and about 3 cups of fresh broccoli. Sprinkle the rest of the Italian dressing mix over top and bake for another 20 to 25 minutes until the chicken is fully cooked and the potatoes and broccoli are tender. You can use a meat thermometer to check the chicken or cut it in half like I did and make sure there's no pink color. I served it with some garlic bread and it was really good. The last recipe is for sheet pan pork chops, which honestly very similar to the chicken, just using a different meat and seasoning. I started baking the potatoes first since they cook for a little longer. I added them to a sheet pan and drizzled some olive oil and part of a packet of ranch dressing mix over top. I baked it for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees, then added the pork chops and broccoli. I wanted green beans too, but they wouldn't fit, so I put them on another sheet pan. Everything else got olive oil and the rest of the ranch packet, and then I put it all in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes until the potatoes and broccoli were tender and the pork reached at least 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The pork was fully cooked, but honestly, it was a little dry, so I suggest either using a thicker cut or maybe cooking it in some kind of sauce. It is still honestly a convenient meal though. So, which of these sheet pan meals was your favorite? Be sure to check the description for all the recipes and save the ones you like. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.